everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. Last run, I tore through the fabric of space and time and reached deep into your soul, and I help us learn a little bit about The Binding of Isaac, but a lot about who we are, I think, as, you know, people deep down. I'm just messing with you, obviously, although sort of, yes, exactly, literally, that did happen. We had just a glitch that basically caused it so we couldn't finish the run, or even do anything at all, because the game actually decided that that was game over for us, and that's okay. I'm glad that I finally joined the club of people who have, you know, broken Isaac. I didn't necessarily do it in the same way that maybe someone like Bitsnap or, you know, Cobalt Streak or Namastack would actually do it. Ooh, all stats up, don't mind if I do. We're gonna go check out our boss room right off the bat. But I did break it nonetheless, and that's the only thing that matters. You know, closies only count in horseshoes and hand grenades. Well, we weren't even close. We got it exactly right, so, you know, exact shots only count in Binding of Isaac and sniping. And I think we were definitely not holding a rifle there. I don't even know what that analogy is supposed to mean. You forgive me! This is the 6.5 Isaac video I recorded today. I say 6.5 because on one of the runs, I accidentally, you know, killed myself, but not in a funny way, in a way that was just more frustrating than anything else, just being a little bit too aggressive after like 11 minutes, and I was like, you know what, we should do another one there. Not that 11 minutes is even half of an Isaac run, but in any case, so, I'm not using that as an excuse to say anything. I'm more using it as a way to say, like, you know, I'm hype. It's only like 5 in the afternoon here, so I'm still, like, enjoying my workday, having a good time. Thinking about making some coffee after this is done, because as you can tell by the tone and speed of my voice right now, I absolutely need it. But also, you know, my voice is giving out just a little bit, just the slightest amount. And that's not to say that I don't want to do the video. The mind is willing. It's the body that, unfortunately, is having some issue right now. This is probably not the secret room. It is not, but I traded a bomb for a key, and I thought maybe it could be the secret room, so why not, right? First floor secret room can basically suck it. There's a chance we could get the secret room and a little bit of money here. Alright, so I feel pretty good about that. Inside of here we find a 1-up, which is an item that I would rather reroll, but having a 1-up is better than not having a 1-up, all things considered. A bomb for 2 cents and an okay item is a pretty good trade. So combine that with the all stats upgrade, and I think we had a pretty good first floor here. We've also found our secret room again, which feels pretty good. I am okay with temporarily losing a red heart to walk out of these rooms. That's totally fine by me. If only I was a little faster, I might have been able to avoid taking damage on the way out, but so be it. You know, the speed is a constant, well, not a constant on a run, but a constant when you have it, so it's not like we could have really improved the speed at which we got out of there. I think we're going to be fine, considering we're only on the basement part 2. The only problem is that I may have made it a little bit more unlikely for me to get a deal with the devil, but I still think we have a chance at that, so I think it was definitely worth it, all things considered. Let's check out our item room. It contains a damage upgrade again. It may also be a speed up. It's definitely a speed upgrade. I think it's a damage upgrade, but, you know, bear in mind that I oftentimes fall victim to the fact that my tears change color, and so I think, like, oh shit, they must be way more powerful. Like, I'm actually bleeding out of my eye sockets right now. That's how, like, the tears are actually hurting me to cry them. It's like it's hyper-concentrated, you know, destruction here. It's sadness molded into weaponizable form. Call Iron Man. Prior to him becoming Iron Man, he would totally love that idea. Probably. I mean, I'll just talk to Robert Downey Jr. about it. I call him RDJ because we're on like a first, middle, and last name basis, which is actually closer than a first name basis. Most people don't know that, but yeah, we're tight. We hang out like all the time. He's always like, oh, teach me about the Binding of Isaac, and I'm like, no, man, you know, I'm not very good. And he's like, stop doubting yourself. You're the greatest player in the world. Iron Man said so. He was actually in the suit when he said it, which is amazing, but I knew it was him because he had the faceplate open. Anyway, I'm gonna stop with that fantasy, and we're gonna go fight our boss here. This is Duke of Flies. You may have heard of him before. He's pretty easy. The strength card is one of those cards that is like right on the borderline of a card that I value enough to save until the late game. One thing's for sure, right now we should just save it until we actually have a need for it, and we certainly don't have a need for it against Duke of Flies. No deal with the devil. Reroll. Get meat. That's pretty good. Tempted to go to the shop? Very tempted to go to the shop, in fact, but I think I'll wait until I have 15 cents. Although the shop is guaranteed to not be bad on this floor. We'll wait. We'll wait. 3 keys is exactly where we want to be. Well, I mean, you know, 93 keys would be a little bit better, but it's a very nice place to be so that we know that we can go to both rooms on the next floor, and still, even if we get no keys, we'll be able to get some keys on the floor, or open some doors on the floor after that. You always like that. It's like when, you know, people are always like, you should have like 6 months of salary, or like 6 months of livable income in your bank account so that if you get fired, you can still live for a while. That's how I feel about keys. It's like, even if you get nothing for the next, couple of floors, it's always nice to know that you'll at least have the way to get something, or an easy way to get something, just because you already have a decent amount. More money's okay. More money's good, if we could actually find a way to use it. Yep, no way I don't take damage on this room. Holy shit, I didn't take damage on that room. That's very surprising to me. I am not making great use of my D6 so far, and that's not ideal. I mean, basically, by definition, not ideal. But that's okay. We'll maybe find both rooms that actually provide us with an item pedestal very close to one another. And of course, as you might expect, standard operating protocol for the boss room is that we go to that first when we have a reroll ready, so that we can also use our reroll on a deal with the devil if necessary. We're gonna get a second level cube of meat. This is awesome. If this can be the run that is defined by all the cubes of meat plus high damage tiers, I would be an extremely happy camper, because we've had some pretty wild runs, some of which have turned out better than others recently. Like we had that one run where we got from item rooms, Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, and Common. I think Common Cold came from a boss fight, but still. From like not crazy situations, we got some pretty crazy items. And we've also had runs where we had like Technology and Mom's Contact. Those were great runs, but by the same token, it's always nice to just have a run where you still have fairly typical, tiers and tiers interactions going on. So, Cube of Meat's a no-brainer. Wouldn't be so sad if we ended up fighting Krampus in here. We don't. I'll re-roll them. Trying to think about this. If I wanted to become Guppy, 9 lives is for sure going to take us down to 1 heart, right? Fuck it, maybe we go for it? I have 5, no, we're not going to go for it, it's okay. I thought about it for a minute and I decided against it. What I was thinking in my head was, I was like, I'll get Guppy's paw, and then I'll get my D6 back, so when I die, I don't lose Guppy's, or I don't lose the D6 and end up being stuck with Guppy's paw. And then I'll pick up 9 lives, and we'll see how that works. But that was running through my head how that run was gonna work. And I was like, it could definitely, I was gonna say, that's a Guppy item. Just go fuck yourself, video games forever. I was looking at how my life was gonna look in a floor or two, and it was gonna be, 10 lives of 1 heart each. And the entire time I'd just be like, I sacrificed so much health to make this happen. It wouldn't be a good thing, but it could have been an amazing thing if we had actually managed to pick up, another Guppy item, which was not out of the question at all, because we're still so early on this run. It's only Caves Part 1. But I'm okay with the decisions that we've made. I've made my bed. Let's lie in it. Our pill, full health. Absolutely 100% ideal use of a full health pill when you're half a heart down and not in danger at all. That's when enemies like to strike, man, so you gotta get ready and be ever vigilant. Who knows? We could have lost 4.5 hearts on that room. How? Because, reasons. Just think about it. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? We're going to look for our secret room because we are right on the borderline of where we could get something from the shop. We're like 1 secret room away, basically. If we reroll the range upgrade, we get blood rights. And again, I never feel bad about rerolling something like a range upgrade and getting an active because it's an opportunity cost thing. The worst case scenario is we leave the floor without a range upgrade that we would have had if we didn't have the D6 or didn't use the D6. And truth be told, losing a range upgrade makes borderline 0 difference. That's not our secret room either, wow. Losing a range upgrade makes borderline 0 difference, unless you're using something like number 1. If you have number 1, then losing a range upgrade might make an enormous difference. But for us, it doesn't really. I don't know where the secret room is. I'm gonna be honest with you. We took a look in the areas that I would consider most likely to find one. I should use a key to go to shops, but I don't know. I kind of want to use a bomb and just check like right here, maybe? Alright, maybe there is no secret room. I've seen that happen a few times. We just leave then, and that's a little disappointing, but we still got, what did we get? We got a cube of meat, which is nice because it takes us to level 2, which is way better than level 1, and debatably better than level 3. I'm not sure how I feel about that argument yet. Depends on, what kind of orbitals you get in addition to cube of meat. But anyway, it's kind of irrelevant right now either way. It's fine. I'm gonna open this up just to see if there's a good item in there. It's not, it's a speed upgrade. It's not a bad item, but if we have the opportunity to reroll it, I will. That's what I'm getting at. Holy shit, this is a fast chub. Fast enough to warrant using the strength card? Absolutely not. Just please tell me that he doesn't get faster and faster the longer the fight goes on. The good news is he does spawn the silkworms that are substantially easier to kill than the other ones and a lot less dangerous, if you will. Anyway, what I was trying to say with that speed upgrade is... Oh, nice fake out. You got me there. What I'm trying to say regarding that speed upgrade is if we end up having to take it from this floor, no big deal. I like speed upgrades. But if we have the opportunity to reroll it, which we will because we want to take the HP upgrade instead, we will. And hopefully we'll get something dangerously offensive as a result. I'm going to take it. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why wouldn't you reroll it many more times? I love orbitals, and especially Sacrificial Dagger is nice from like an offensive standpoint, like an offensive defensive standpoint. And also, I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to get that key, by the way. I just wanted to see if there's a chance for a secret room to be here. I'm thinking that there's a fairly realistic chance that I get a 3rd level cube of meat. So having 1 orbital, like the difference between having 1 orbital and having 2 doesn't feel like that much. But the difference between having 0 orbitals and having 1 is it makes a world of difference, right? It's infinity times better. That's math. Don't argue with it. So I got this almost as kind of like future-proofing our run a little bit. I was thinking about the long-term consequences and likely scenarios that we might encounter, and I decided that this was a good course of action. Was it? We'll see. Time will tell. Actually, time won't tell. But if we had like a time machine, maybe we could tell. I knew it was going to happen at some point, but I don't really mind losing health. We have a lot of it, and it's all red hearts, which means basically it's disposable and easily replenished as well. No deals with the devil, probably because of that attitude that I just espoused a second ago, but still, a little bit more money. Obviously, we are looking for a secret room. There could be a second secret room here. Let's just take a quick look. Lucky me! It's not an Eternal Heart, but still, we traded a bomb for a key and could have found a Great Trinket or Eternal Heart anyway. So that was very lucky. It could have easily been the one, or the space just above it. And it's looking pretty likely now that I will be able to... Yeah, that's enough money to make the shop worthwhile. And we'll have a reroll ready for whenever that fateful day does occur. It's not as soon as I hoped it would be. We may only have 1 reroll available, but you only need 1 good item on the shop for it to be very much worth your time. Red Patch or Blue Baby Soul, I kind of dislike both of them. Actually, you know what? We have a range, or not a range upgrade, but a reroll available for the Curse Room here. Don't pick up the Spirit Heart yet. And we'll see if maybe there's something we want to reroll in here. Probably not at this point, now that I look at it. Yeah, definitely not at this point. We'll take our Spirit Heart now. There's no Eternal Heart on this floor, right? No, absolutely not. Let's see what we've got up here. This is our shop. Okay, so at least we didn't, you know, have to use a reroll. That's looking on the bright side of life. It would have been nice to have the opportunity to use a reroll, but so be it. Truth be told, the quality and the caliber of items on the Curse Room is usually strong enough that I probably would have been loath to use a reroll anyway. There we go. Everything works out in the end for us here. We pick up a compass, and we leave. And we still have a few more rooms here, but that was a, you know, very important reroll that worked out substantially well for us. See if we can find another secret room. Being able to go to a shop on the next floor might be nice, too. Get 3 cents out of that. Maybe we can get another few out of this fire here, but no such luck. That's okay. All right, so I imagine we have 1 more room, and we continue to be putting together, like, a fairly quiet but also successful run here. If, you know, we're not blowing the doors off with some crazy brimstone shots that do quintuple damage or something like that. But we're doing a lot of damage with each shot. We're quietly getting a lot of consumables, and we're improving ourselves at every juncture. And isn't that what's important in life? I could refill my health, but I don't think it's worth the bomb that it would require. So we leave. We picked up an orbital. We picked up some stuff. Let's just not even do the full inventory check there. Another fairly okay secret room here. I'm gonna use a bomb. Fuck it. We'll lose our Spirit Heart. Who cares? Leaving here. And again, it's tempting to go to that shop, but we're gonna need a little bit more money before that becomes a realistic prospect for us. Mostly, our damage is really nice as a result of that, not Jesus Juice. What did we pick? Oh, it was an all stats upgrade that caused us to be doing this much damage, I think. And I am content with that. All stats upgrades, you know, they don't show up as frequently as I would like them to, which is why when they do, I like to give them, you know, the attention they deserve, because they help you out a great deal. Tarot card here is the Hanged Man. Let's not fuck around. Could have gotten that penny easily without getting hit, probably like 85% chance. But by the same token, it's nice to guarantee yourself not taking damage, and we want to carry the Strength card with us for the future anyway, so Again, tempting to go to the shop and use this reroll, but we're so close to the item room where we'll actually be able to, you know, 100% practically use that reroll and get an item out of it that we can actually, you know, pick up with our own 2 hands instead of maybe just look at it until we have the money. Alright, Leaper's dead. Mom's knife. I'm picking it up. I don't care. I know people are going to be mad, but this is how you do it. It's Friday night. I feel alright. The party's here on the west side. I've already talked about it. I've got on my Montel Jordan run already. We've already done that. This is the second Mom's Knife in 3 videos, but if you look before that, it was like 10 videos since the last Mom's Knife, so I'm still going through withdrawal a little bit here. We are going to immediately go fight our boss. This is still not a 1-run. We're in a very good position. We're doing probably like 1/3 the amount of damage that we did last time we had Mom's Knife, and that's a good thing from a balance standpoint. We're going to be fighting Gish here. This is a great pickup to get as well. And we'll see if we get another deal with the devil. I did not take Guppy's Paw on this run. I think that was on that half run where I was playing way too aggressively. We did get a deal with the devil here, though. Krampus? Not Krampus. Brimstone, Demon Baby. Those are rerolls. Guppy's Tail. So we probably could have had a chance to become Guppy. Our shots would have been doing a ton of damage. 2 hearts for the quarter is like the worst value proposition of all time, maybe? Those are some fairly weak deal with the devil items, except Brimstone, which I would have taken, except I already have Mom's Knife, and I picked it up for free, which is substantially better, if you ask me. Yeah, let's check out our shop, and I wanted to check it out basically for this reason. I can clear my mind from the guilt of not going to the shop, and it gives us an item pedestal that we can reroll as well, so we don't even need to worry about money anymore, at least not on this floor, and at least not in the digital representation. Let's take a shot at you, and continue moving onwards. We still would love to get the map. That's something that we can get, because when we reroll, it's so tempting to use a bomb there. But we only have 6. That's not a ton. Oh, I had a reroll available. Should have used it. Should have used it. It's okay. It's okay. That was really scary. Yeah, we can... It takes from the shop item pool when we reroll there, I believe. So we can get things like the map, for example, which was exactly what I asked for. So now we have map and compass. Anything that gives me a ability to get more charges on my D6 or get charges more quickly would also be welcomed at this point. But as of right now, hard to complain or even ask for anything more from the shop when they have given me basically the best items that they possibly can, and the items that I think scale the best into the late game as well. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. I think we put a bomb like here, and maybe that would get the second secret room. And yes, I understand that there is a tinted rock up there. I'm going to blow that up too, never fear. Alright, so we got way more money. Maybe not worth the key that we spent, but we could actually... There could be a second secret room on the other side of this, too. We'll see if we get bombs from this tinted rock. Well, yes, we do. This is, like, so risky and not likely to work out. Yeah, that was just a waste of a bomb, but that's okay. We got some stuff there. Mostly money. Maybe exclusively money. And a red heart? I can't remember. And we wasted a key, so that sucks. But we got money, and there's our key back, so, you know, sucks to your ass, Mar. This is our final room, and it's basically exactly the same ordeal we just had a second ago. What if we put a bomb like here? I think this would find everything of value. And we didn't get the golden chest, but I'm not about to use another bomb and another key to open that. So, a ton of money, that's fine. Money equals power would be a great pickup for us. We've already been everywhere we need to go. So I'd say it's time to move to the depths part 2. And it's feeling like a comfortable run. If not a, you know, totally solid, like, sunk run already. But, you know, ability to fly, more HP, those are the items that basically we'd be looking for. And with map and compass, oh, we can plan our rerolls so effectively. This is going to be so nice. So I think first things first, we'll go to our item room because it's close, and we have a reroll that will be ready a little bit prematurely, but it's still the closest room we can get to. Yeah, and, you know, we'll open the door here. It's the Spelunker's hat. This is useless because we have map plus compass. Chocolate milk scares the shit out of me. It's Necropolis 2, so we have no reason to rush into our boss room. But we should try to beeline to another room that has, you know, the potential for having an item pedestal in it. I am thinking that that is, you know, probably not the secret room, but we'll see. I hope Greed's in here. He's not. It's a fortune teller, or a slot machine. That doesn't really interest me. The boss trap room is maybe where we want to go. Get that set up, and then if we don't get what we want from our item room, we make a beeline for the arcade on the next one, and this allows us to use the boss trap room as like yet another reroll generator, basically. Yeah, we've come down here first, I think. Doesn't really matter which order we do this in hindsight, but you know, this is, I like to feel like I've got a little bit more conscious choice going into my decisions here. We got a key for a bomb, as well as a spirit heart, which is a good trade. And the dime, not to mention that. Did we get the spirit heart there? I think we did. Let's go back to our item room up here. I'm very tempted to use bomb and key there to get that golden chest, but might not be the best idea. It's Razor Blade. Razor Blade's not great. We now need to go to the arcade as soon as possible. And on the arcade, we will gamble until we can go to the boss room, and then we'll see if, boss trap room, I should say. And then we'll gamble, or we'll go in and see if the item needs to be rerolled. If it doesn't, that would be ideal, because we're kind of coming up against it with respect to the number of rerolls that we're going to have on this floor, with a shop remaining, and a shop that probably will not have greed, given the fact that we fought him on the last floor. Sorry, I've just got a lot of possibilities buzzing around in my head right now for how this is going to work. Obviously, I'm very wary about, you know, killing myself here by accident. It would be ideal if we did not do that. A couple more plays will put me in the zone here. Oh, if they could only give me money equals power from the boss trap room. It's an impossibility, but it's okay. If we can still get something like an HP upgrade or a tiers upgrade even though that wouldn't be amazing. Coin purse is just crazy enough to work. Those are 3 of the same kind of pill, which excites me and terrifies me. Because if it's good, it's great, and if it's bad, it's terrible. Especially if both of them are bad. But we've only got 2 bosses to fight, and to be honest with you, this is going to be over before it even really begins. So, no need to be worried about taking too much damage against these bosses. We don't know what they do. Be good. Okay. Not the greatest, but 3 tiers ups maybe helps, and the blue one. Range up. Well, I have like the Jim Halpert look on my face right now. That is not necessarily the face that I would love to be making right now, but it's the face that I am making right now. No more keys, so I still don't have a little bit wary about opening that golden chest. We reroll the Razor Blade, and we get the magnet. Again, it's just not good enough. I think now we make our way... We take one of these rooms to get a charge, and then we go back and make our way to the shop, and we see if the shop has anything of value. Because we're starting to come to the point where, well, first off, we're starting to come to the point where I'm a little bit scared about my health. But that's my own fault. And hopefully the shop will rectify that in some way. This is a tricky room. If we get hit once, we could find ourselves in a much worse position moving forward. But I have no business getting hit even once here. So, just there we go. That was handled very well. Our shop gives me... Basically, yes, it gives me 1 spirit heart. And I'll buy the tarot card as well just to see. It's the moon, which is the item room. The strength card is probably way better. And I bought the bomb as well, just because we have the money for it, so why not? Alright, so 1 more room will grant me access to what is probably going to be our final reroll. I think it's okay to use a bomb here now. Our final reroll for this floor, and this item room. Oh, not this floor, but this item room specifically. It's kind of unfortunate. This is scary as well. There we go. Thank you, little Gish. I gotta be conscious of how much damage my familiars do, because they could easily end up triggering a bomb fly when I'm too close to it. Actually, you know what? We will get 1 more reroll for our item room here as well. It's kind of a nightmare, but whatever. Let's use a bomb and a key to open this golden chest. We're above 4 keys now. Our bombs are fine, given that we have Mom's knife. We got a bomb back and a staggering amount of money. Sure. It's a bad deal, but that's fine. Rosary's not bad. Especially at this point in the game. You know, actually, Rosary is pretty bad, but it's not as bad as I gave it, or as the reputation I gave it for a long time. Let's put it that way. We're not going to be able to reroll what we get from Mom if I don't take the Rosary, but Rosary's just going to give us Spirit Hearts, right? Like, forgive me, but who cares at this point? Yes, our health is not fantastic, but a better item is a better item, right? Like, I think it would be stupid for me to settle for that. We'll check and see if maybe the second secret room's up here. That would be interesting. It's not, but we got a bomb for a bomb. The bad about Diggy up jump the boogie. I always forget the middle section, but I'm worried that I'm accidentally going to drop like some kind of unknown racial slur there. There's an item in the shop. What was the item in the shop? The item in the shop was not something I wanted. Oh, it was Book of Revelations, but then I had to... Okay, I get it. Instead, we're just going to reroll the Rosary again. We're stuck with Deadbird, so that's fine. Deadbird is what it is. We'll go fight our boss next, and we won't be able to reroll what they drop, but hopefully it'll be HP upgrades, and I'm feeling pretty good about this run overall, even though You know, Dead Bird is quite obviously not the coup that I expected it to be, and, you know, that's coup COO, not COUP this time. Because the real bird that I wanted was Flappy Bird, am I right? No, okay, let's not, you know, open up that bucket of worms again. Can of worms, bucket of worms, I don't know. It's probably a regional parlance depending on where you grew up fishing. Other card is the Stars card. It's a free ticket to the item room. Doesn't really grant me too much at this point in the game. Guardian Angel, though, is amazing. So we're totally going to pick up Guardian Angel. Full suite of orbitals, and one that rotates a little bit faster than usual. And it's red version of Mom. Red version of Mom plus Mom's Knife equals an easy win for us, especially with the orbitals blocking the shots coming in from the side. This is basically a run that is tailor-made for us to do okay. You know what? Crate's a totally solid item as a tiers upgrade pill, if I remember correctly, and I do. I thought we got Mom's Purse, so that must have been the last run. Strength and the High Priestess. I still think the Strength card's better because it's more versatile and it won't accidentally end up hitting me. So, this should be a very easy trip here. I might want to go to the Curse Room, but also I'm still a little concerned about the fact that my health is not necessarily where I want it to be. Why would I just walk over that? That was the dumbest thing I've done all run. It's okay, though. Another bomb here. And the secret room is probably something I should go to no matter what, right? I forgot that we have a 1-up. That's basically like having a full health pill in reserve. Okay, more red hearts. We'll go to the secret room after we finish this room off. Please. Yes, okay. As long as they show up in situations where I can, reasonably speaking, get to them in a not ridiculous amount of time. There we go. That guy died while he was under the surface. It's like popping a pimple you didn't even know you had. Our secret room hopefully contains more items than anything else. Okay, you know what? This could be okay. Maybe he drops the Steam Sale and we reroll the shit out of it. Yes, the Steam Sale already showed up, but I think it can show up multiple times. It's not going to, but we got a key. That's alright. We can walk out of this room if we wanted to, but I think there's another potential consumable drop when he dies. Maybe not. Okay, Utero 1. Anything but Conquest, please. We fought Conquest so fucking much lately, and he's the biggest pain in the ass that I could possibly imagine. But we're gonna be done with this run sooner rather than later, whether Conquest likes it or not. Wish I could have kept my bomb in the center there, but I accidentally, or that live bomb in the center, but I accidentally kicked it out of the way. I thought this was our boss room because my peripheral vision is really bad. Turns out we have one more room to go, but that's alright too. Who knows, maybe we'll actually get something good here. Get something good like -2 health. Because that's what typically happens on this room. Oh, actually we got 2 of clubs. Doubles our bombs. Very nice, actually. Boss fight's gonna be against Double Loki. This should be super easy. If I can actually get both of them in the same kind of area, well, now it's irrelevant. By the time I finish that sentence, they were already dead. Range upgrade gets rerolled into Pageant Boy. I don't know which one's better or worse there. We're gonna head down to the next floor, and I'm gonna take a second to rehydrate a little bit. Pardon me. I mentioned that my voice was getting a little bit sore. Oh my. I feel like Michael A. L. Fox in that vlog video he did where he was sick. I'm not sick, I'm just... my voice has gotten really worn out and hoarse. I think it's probably time, once this run is done, for me to get some tea. This is basically, if you watched Dracula Fetus's... Oh, I'm coming back to normal now, that feels good. If you watched Dracula Fetus's animation where I like started talking like a 70-year-old smoker, it's basically the same thing going on here. Although I think I actually was a little bit sick-ish at that point. It's a good, if you don't watch Dracula Fetus, go watch Dracula Fetus. If you're a fan of Northernlion isms, and I know a lot of you aren't, but if you are, well, first off, if you aren't, why are you even watching my channel? Because let's be honest, this is not the highest quality Isaac gameplay, you know, 1080p walkthroughs, but I appreciate your support nonetheless, don't get me wrong. I just, maybe I'm not the content creator for you. Please be good. It's, yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not good, because we already have a full suite of orbitals. But anyway, yeah, if you appreciate, you know, Northern Lionisms, go over to youtube.com/DraculaFetus and go, you know, watch his Northern Lion story animations. They're all real good. Like, really, really good. Fighting Mom's Heart. There were a few other things, like, I could have done on this floor to improve myself, potentially, but also, you know, self-improvement is masturbation. Self-destruction, that's the end of that quote from Fight Club that I've forgotten the rest of. Mom's Heart, obviously an easy fight. I mean, just in general, but also in particular right there. should be pretty easy for us to get this sorted out. Looks like the boss room's very close. I don't expect to take a ton of damage against Isaac, and I'm pretty sure we've got this run on lockdown, but I may be wrong. Are you serious? Like, how many times? Fuck it, we're skipping it. I didn't mean to leave, by the way. I meant to use that as a shortcut to get to another room, like this room right here, but it turns out that it was actually much easier to just go fight regular Greed. Greed's to the left of me. Also Greed to the right. Here I am, actually surmounting the game. That was the best I could do. You know, that's like the second reference to that song. What is it called? Is it the... No, it's not the Joker. It's Stuck in the Middle with You, obviously. Second reference to that song that I've made in like 2 days, and I have not heard that song probably in 10 years. It's not like I started listening to it again and, you know, now I'm like, oh, I've got to implement this cultural reference into my videos. I'm gonna be honest with you, what comes out of my mouth is pretty much just like random firings of neurons in my brain, and then I try to find a way to just shoehorn it in. Pretty much the way that one would put a shoe on with a shoehorn, in case you didn't get that metaphor the very first time. That's the one that I choose to explain, apparently. Now, we're having a very good fight against Isaac. I may take a little bit more damage, but I'm still not even running on red hearts yet, which is feeling pretty good. He's not summoning any angel fetuses, which means that is easily done, and I'm pretty sure that we're just good to go here, basically. Quad shot actually lowers the damage from Mom's Knife, if I am correct. So I think we actually end up re-rolling all of these, but especially with Extreme Prejudice, Holy Water, and Teleport. Alright, X-Ray Goggles is okay. You know, Shears is actually okay as an item we could take into the boss room. Anarchist Cookbook and X-Ray Goggles are... or Infestation and Anarchist Cookbook are not necessarily things that we want right now, but I think we're just gonna re-roll all of them. And, you know, we're very privileged to be in a position where we only have... It's not a desperation thing, it's like we only have to take the best items because we don't need to worry about our short-term success. We can afford to invest in the long term. You know, it's like spending your money on, you know, long-term investments or bonds or mutual funds or GICs and something instead of having to pay back credit card debt. You know, you set yourself up well for the future. That's my perspective on it anyway. Now, Bloody Penny may actually be really useful. So let's pick this up and see if I am as clever as I think I am sometimes. So we're going to come back to the secret room. And do we have unlimited red hearts now appearing? Basically. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to come back to the secret room whenever we find ourselves in times of trouble. Mother Mary, comfort me. Singing words of wisdom, Bloody Penny. Oh, I shouldn't have gone to a half heart there. Well, what we're going to do is come back here and reroll all of these again. Rainbow Baby, Luckfoot, D20, Mr. Boom. You know, I mean, we can take the D20 into that secret room. That's not that valuable, though. I guess I should kill Greed last, because he basically is a fountain of health, and we already have enough bombs. I don't know. You know, some of those items are okay. Most of them were kind of not. That's okay, though. Oh, he didn't even drop any pennies. He dropped the Steam Sale. Thanks for nothing, asshole. He did drop some health, though, I guess, so never mind that. And I probably should take the Polaroid into the boss fight instead of Bloody Penny. But give me a second here. We'll figure this out. Now, what I'm thinking... Again, I'm very proud of how clever I am for the first time in my entire life here. We're gonna blow ourselves up, take one hit of damage, and then come back in here and snag another half heart. I am a goddamned genius. And we saved this strength card for the entirety of the game, so now's the time to use it. I doubt we'll need all of this, but this is basically just giving us more or less, you know, 98% chance of success or something here. I pulled that number out of my ass, but, you know, you get the point. Basically giving ourselves the best chance we possibly can. Alright, so Deadbird actually has something to do for once. Thank you for the slow there, little Gish. Strength card, I kept it for so long. Now's its time to finally prove its worth to me. Again, talk about long-term investments. I got that on like the first floor, and I mentioned a story about, you know, it being the borderline on where I would consider saving a card for the entirety of the run. Well, it made it happen. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go make some tea. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, if you did, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button or subscribing if you want to see more Isaac in your inbox and the homepage on a daily basis. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.